Hi guys, this is JD again, and today I would like to talk to you about draw weight and shoulder injuries. As you know, I haven't been shooting for a long time, so I started maybe in May, but I'm totally into it. I mean, it really got a grip on me. I love it. So I thought I would start with after looking watching a lot of YouTube videos about archery and what to do and what not to do. I also came across the subject of draw weight, and I started off with a 30-pound bow. So the limbs of my Mohawk are 30 pounds. And my wife started off with 20 pounds. Good. So for a while that was really nice, and it was working okay, and I thought I was doing everything correctly. And after a really short time, I thought I found out about the Anubis, I should say. I said Anubis, but I think it's Anubis. Anyway, I came across this bow. I saw a video on the internet, this bow, and I thought, oh, this is really, really nice. I have to have that bow. I'm just stupid, but anyway, I fell in love with the bow. So, and then I thought, it's a one-piece bow. So what do? Where do I go with draw weight? Because now I start off with 30, but probably a couple of weeks I'll be shooting 40. So, and 40 is a nice, I think it's a nice draw weight. So, for me. So let's order a 40-pound Anubis. And you probably have seen, or maybe not, but anyway, I also made a video where I shoot the Anubis, and everything was going really fine, 40 pounds, yeah, why not? And then suddenly I couldn't shoot anymore because I couldn't move especially my bow arm. Here it hurt a lot, but the other arm as well. Also on the back here, a muscle, something really not nice. So I couldn't shoot for weeks, and that's not nice. I thought maybe I am shooting a little bit too heavy bow, and so what I did is I ordered new limbs for the Mohawk, 35 pounds. I thought, yeah, that's probably okay then. And I started shooting again, 35 pounds, and in the beginning it was okay, but pretty soon my shoulders started to ache again, and I knew something was wrong. I was doing something wrong or whatever. So I went to somebody who knows about muscles, and I said, can you take a look at my back and see if I'm using the right muscles, because I should be using my back muscles, etc. And he said, well, what have you been doing all your life? What kind of work have you been doing? Well, I've been sitting behind the desk a lot. And he said, you haven't got any back muscles, so how do you supposed to use back muscles if you don't have any? And I said, okay, so that's probably why I have a problem feeling in my back if I'm using the right muscles, because I don't, the muscles were probably there still a little bit, but there wasn't much left. So I started to do some exercises. So let me see if that's interesting to tell you what kind of exercises. Yes, probably is. One exercise is you just stand with a thing you pull like this, and that's what they call closing the door. And you keep your arm next to your side, and you close the door with a very light weight, super light. So you close the door. That's one exercise you do. And the other exercise is opening the door. So you stand in the other direction, the thing is coming from here, and you open the door. And that you do with both arms. But again, I didn't do the exercise correctly because I did it with my shoulder and arm again instead of with my back muscles, because I didn't know how to use them. And then there is another exercise that's pretty well known probably, and that's a very good one because you definitely feel that you're using your right muscles. You have this thing, you sit down, you have this thing you have to pull. And you have your shoulders up when you hold it in the beginning, and then you lower your shoulders. That's the first movement you make. Lower your shoulders, and the only way you do that is by pulling your back muscles. Lower your shoulders and then pull it to your chest. Not down here, but to your chest. So hop, that. Slowly back. Hop. Also with a very light weight. And that's the thing with everything, with shooting bows, but also with exercising. Start really, really light. I mean, you have to start so light that you think, what am I actually doing anything here? Then you're doing it okay, because that's the only way you start using the right muscles that you want to train. Anyway, so for what is it? Only 2 weeks now, I'm doing these exercises. There's another one. You sit like this. You hold dumbbells, very small one, 2 kilos or something, very small. A little bit, bend over a little bit, and then you, like you're flying. And you try not to do this with your shoulders as much as with your back muscles again. So, back muscles. Yeah? Those exercises help me to at least start to get a feeling of what a back muscle is. Now, of course, I have to start using them shooting a bow. And I went back to my 30-pound limbs. So I started to use my back muscles better, and I went back to a lighter bow. So the Anubis has to wait until I'm ready, and that will take some time. Okay, so I'm shooting with more fun because it's easier to pull the bow, and I'm shooting a lot more straight and precise, so it's more fun. Shoot light, more fun, better for your muscles, and make sure you train your back muscles. Is that all I was going to say today? Back tension, back muscles. Yeah, another thing that I didn't do really correctly, and maybe that's something of use for you, is when I was shooting, also because I didn't pull my shoulder blade with my back muscles back, my arm was like, I'm exaggerating a little bit, was like this, because I thought I have to keep it straight. That's what I learned, keep your arm straight. But it was just too much like this. And if you use your back muscle, your arm goes in this direction. And that's a much better way of pulling. See the difference? Well, that was one of my problems. That's it for now. Hope you had some fun, well, use of it. Hope it has been of use to you. That's what I meant to say. And yeah, that's it. See you next time.